Hello virtual family and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a gaming break tip that is easy, economical, and healthy. That wasn't cow's milk that you watched being poured, but almond milk that was made in my cousin's kitchen. And I'm going to take you through the short process step by step to making your own. So those of you that follow me on Instagram or we're friends on Facebook, you can tell that this is not my kitchen. It's actually my cousin's kitchen, which is where this tutorial took place. And the reason why I'm doing it in her kitchen is because she's recently been diagnosed with a condition. And one of the key things that she needs to do is to limit her dairy intake. So she asked me if I would show her how to make her own almond milk. You know, from what we see on commercials and other YouTube videos, we see people making products that are healthier in these elaborate kitchens with these high-powered tools. And guys, let me tell you, it does not take all of that. I raised 3 kids by myself, and there are times that I struggled, and it didn't take all of that for me to get, healthier. You do have to invest in some things, but in the long run, it's going to end up being more economical. And the best thing is you will know what goes into your products because you made it. I'm going to list everything in the description of this video, but let's just run through some of the things that you're going to need. The biggest thing is you're going to need a high-powered blender. The one that we got my cousin is the one that you're seeing on the screen. It's from Home Geek, and we got it off of Amazon. Sometimes watch Amazon because they offer you these discounts that you don't have to do anything for. You just have to read through everything. But by the time everything was said and done, we got this one for $96.98. And let me tell you, that bad boy is the bomb. Like, it hasn't let her down in any way, shape, or form. And I even got one. So I'll link that in the description of the video for anyone that wants it. You also need to get a measuring cup to hold my milk. I have these glass milk bottles. I'll link those in the description as well. You need to get a bowl because that's what you're going to use to hold your almonds in because they need to soak, and we'll talk more about that later. You will need to get a nut milk bag. I know some people use a cheesecloth. It's totally up to you. I just suggest that you get one that's organic, and then make sure you have some on hand. You will need 5 cups of filtered water. We went ahead and opted to get a filtration system. I have one at home, so she got one as well because she's going to be using the filtered water for other things she's going to be making. So it's based upon your budget and what you feel like works for you. This is where we're going to begin the process of making our almond milk. What you see in the bowl is 1 cup of almonds. They are organic, raw. They haven't been roasted, anything, and that's the way that you want to get your almonds. What you see before you are almonds that have been soaked for a day. If you look at the water, it looks very murky and kind of gross. That's from all the things that are sprayed on the almonds. So I would suggest that you let yours soak at least 24 hours to get that stuff off. Not only does it help with getting the spray and things off, but it also makes it easier to pop the shell or the hull off, which is what I like to do with my milk because it makes it more creamier when you get it ready to process. So that's just, some people don't take it off. I do. That's how I prefer it. I'm going to insert a short video of us popping off the hulls just so you can see how easy it is the longer you soak it. But yeah, 12 hours I would say is your minimum, and if you can make it to 24 hours, that's great. There are other methods that some other people use. You can search YouTube for those. This is just what I do. shelling those almonds is probably the most work you will put into making your own almond milk, except for when you have to squeeze the milk that's in the nut bag, but that's easy too. So now you can see I have a picture of the nuts in the blender, and you're going to add your 5 cups of room temperature filtered water. And the great thing about this blender, it gives you the settings to use when you're making any type of nut milk. But I would just basically say, if you have a blender that doesn't give you settings, do it on high for at least a minute. Now we've come to the point where we are ready to pour our milk into our nut milk bag or cheesecloth. So what you do, you can use the same large bowl that you had where you soaked the almond. Put the bag inside that bowl, make sure it's large enough to hold your product, and you pour the milk over from the blender. Once you've got it all poured in there, that's when you go ahead and you start squeezing the bag. So after you've squeezed all of the milk out through your bag, this is what you're left with. I have used this to make cookies or muffins that call for nuts. It's delicious. It's still edible. It's not garbage, so use it if you can. And I also know people that will use it to make flour with. I've also been asked if it takes a lot of strength to squeeze the milk out of the bag. It does not, because the almonds are so soft due to the high-powered blender. But I do understand if you have MS or some type of arthritis, you may need to get a loved one to help you, because you want to make sure you get all of the milk out of the bag that you can. And here is our finished product, our beautiful almond milk. And I know some of you are probably saying, Imona, I can just go right to the store and purchase a carton of almond milk. But you may not know that most of the almond milk in the store only has about 10% of real almonds. The rest of it is water and things that they add to make it taste good. So if you make it yourself, you know what's in it. You can use it for anything that you would use milk for. I use it for baking. I use it in my smoothies. I have it with my cereal. I use it for everything. Here is the almond milk all stored away in my cousin's refrigerator. And yes, I did get on her about storing food in her pots. So just ignore that. Let's talk about expiration. You should not keep your nut milk any longer than 5 days. 5 days is definitely the max. There are ways that you can sweeten it, and you can also do chocolate. So if you guys would like to see videos on those, let me know. I'll be doing them from my kitchen, and I'll use my camera for those as well. This time I just have my phone with me. So I want to thank you guys for spending time with me. If this helped you out in any way, please thumbs up the video and consider subscribing. And I'm going to try at least once a month to do what I call these gaming breaks. We want to be healthy. We want to be happy just like anybody else. If you have any questions, hit me up on any of my social media outlets and I will definitely answer them. Okay, have a great day. Bye.